Friends, listen to me whilst I tell you, everyone, about my town, Dewsbury. It's where they first made seaside rock. It's lettered all the way through. But there's lots more things on offer, with loads to see and do. It's the beginning of the Bronte Trail. So, to take in all the sights, you begin in Dewsbury Minster and end on Wuthering Heights. We've converted all the old buildings, those dark satanic mills, now full of retail outlets and the ringing of the tills. So come and see our bargain mile with offers quite fantastic. Why not visit Dewsbury and don't forget the plastic. God save the Queen.
Okay, here's the minutes. Thank you very much. A big cheer for the juniors. Guys, and a big cheer for the intermediates.
Big cheer, come on.
How about 3 cheers for our armed forces? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
This year marks the 40th anniversary of the remarkable League Championship. What does it mean to you guys?
Well, it was very important at the time. We were the underdogs on the day. In fact, I think Leeds were 10-1 on to win the trophy. Maybe due to the fact that we'd played them earlier in the season in the Yorkshire Cup final and they just wiped the floor with us. But Tommy Smales, the coach, and we all sat down and sorted out throughout that season. And we became quite famous for doing what we call set pattern moves. In fact, some of the times we used to look at each other and say, Tommy's gone mad, because what he's created, surely we can't do that. We can't emulate that on the field of play. And we used to sit down and we had sort of salt cellars and pepper pots and sugar bowls. You go this way, you go that way. And we used to think to ourselves, it just can't work. But it started to work. And when it got round to the end of the season and we played them at Otsel, we applied all those moves within the first 20 minutes and we scored 3 tries off it in such an early pace. And we got to such momentum that we knew that Leeds could never come back.
What was the reception that you received when you got to Dewsbury Town Hall that day?
Well, it was amazing in many ways because we came through on the Bradford Road, and as we were coming through, the market was so quiet, and it's only about 300 yards further down, and we all sort of looked at each other and said, "This is going to be embarrassing. There's nobody here," and I mean it. There was no one in the market area, and of course when we came round the corner you just could not move. The entire road was blocked.
That was the days when the roundabout was in front of the roundabout. Yeah,
it's a memory that will always stay with me for the rest of my life, in as much that the respect that the fans gave us was sensational. I don't know how many pints you can actually get in that cup, but they really shocked me, did all my teammates, because they forced me to actually pay for the beer. I've never done it since.
And was it Tetley's?
It was Tetley's, and I can assure you that we will be filling that same trophy today, and I will not be paying for the beer this time.
So it'll be paracetamols all round in the morning?
It could very well be. It could be the point where we might not see tomorrow morning.
Well, good luck with that. Some nightclubs open in Dewsbury till 4.
I think we were a little bit past nightclubs these days, but I think there might be a working men's club that might be open late. It's as simple as that. But it's just a great tribute, and it's a pleasure to be able to sort of come back 40 years later. And it's a tribute not only to the old fans, because majority of fans that have been here today, they weren't born when we actually won that trophy. But it's great respect, and we really appreciate what the young people and the fans of the Dewsbury Rams now, and they've made us feel very, very welcome. And it's always great to come back to my hometown. I still live in Sydney, Australia, and it's very heartwarming to be able to come back and see and witness real people. In fact, I came back yesterday to walk through the marketplace. I hadn't been through there for several years, and I went in and had a pot of tea, which at the market cafe, which used to be Collier's Cafe. I spent most of my time, I was supposed to be working those days, but I spent a lot of my time drinking tea in that particular cafe, and it brought back so many great memories. And it's just a wonderful tribute, and we'd like to, on behalf of the team, we'd like to thank all the fans that turned up today. It's a nice feeling.
To me personally, it's great to see and hear the winning team of 73, bringing back childhood memories from how successful the Dewsbury team then was. For today, I think it shows just how vibrant Dewsbury is. It's had a lot of bad publicity, but the young people that we've seen today, the crowds that have turned out, shows that Dewsbury really is a place that matters to people, and the work that the town team, the local councillors and others are doing just shows just how much is going on in Dewsbury for the good.
Robin, you're the coach of the cheerleaders. What role do you play in rugby?
Okay, I run Panache Cheer School, so I run the cheerleaders for the Dewsbury Rams and the Bradford Bulls, so I've got over 400 cheerleaders that I teach on a weekly basis. Some of the teams that were here today for the Dewsbury Open Day was the cheerleaders that won to go to the Worlds, so 3 of my teams won the national championships, and we're off to the Worlds in Florida, USA next year, so we're just trying to raise money for them to get to the USA, because no other cheer team in the UK has ever done that before.
And how do people get in touch with you for coaching in Dewsbury?
Yeah, I have the cheerleaders for the Dewsbury Rams, so it's all on the website, and we're always looking for new cheerleaders for the Dewsbury Rams, so everybody's welcome, from all ages and abilities are welcome.
Well, it's very important that we get people into town, and also encouraging people to get involved in sport and leisure. This is just our first major event. We're hoping to build on this one. We've got other plans in the pipeline which we'll announce in due course.
40 years since Dewsbury won the championship. As a member of the public, what did that mean to you?
Well, I was 12 years old at the time. I went up towards Hull and I was knocked out by how wonderful we played. And the thing was, it actually put Dewsbury on the map, because sleepy little town in the middle of the West Riding, not as much headlines as it gets nowadays, shall we say, for all the wrong reasons. But it was a time when we were on BBC television on Grandstand Saturday afternoon. I actually went up to the game and managed to get back home in time to watch the highlights on BBC as well, and then come down to the town hall to see the boys get the trophy. So it was excellent.
A small town club like Dewsbury can come along and lift one of the finest trophies in rugby league, and it's all credited down to the lads that were playing. We were now one international in that team, and all the rest played as a team together, and the camaraderie was unbelievable.
So all local lads together played?
Mostly local lads, with just two that didn't come from Dewsbury area, but they filled in, and they were life and soul of the party as well. And it shows you how they made everybody welcome.
And it just goes to show there's no I in team, is there?
No, that's right, yeah.
Let's call it Stephenson.